Coming up on the Relebogile Mabotja podcast, Samkelo Ndlovu tells us why she was a tree for 10 years, where she's been, and that adulting scene, and more. Stay tuned. Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of the Relebogile Mabotja podcast. Yes, the smile is smiling, like smilier than smilier, because I'm so excited at the guest that's joining us today. But before that, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell, and let us know who else you'd like to see on the show in the comments down below. Now, this guest, we go way back. Not only do we go way back, we go way back in spaces that maybe some of you are not even aware we were in together. But she is an actress, she is a singer, she is a mama.
Yes.
Samkelo Ndlovu.
Hi.
How
Thank
are
you for having me.
Thank you for coming, and look at the colors, the combos are talking.
I know, it's like serendipitous. Who could have said?
Why didn't you tell me that I must also do the stockings
I feel
and
you.
the heels?
I mean, we would have been twinning too much. They would have been like, these two planned it. But we didn't plan it. So I think that's a nice thing about it.
How have you been?
I've been great. I've been good.
Your energy feels good. Like, I can't even explain, but your energy today, for as long as I've known you, it's level-headed, sober, not in the substance abuse term of sober, or sober.
Yeah,
you
I
know?
get that.
And
I get that.
I feel like you're in just taking care of yourself era.
Yes, am I? I think so. I think I might be in a taking care of myself era, or I think maybe if we would reframe it and say I'm in an era where I matter.
Oh.
I think because for the era before that, it was very much outward things and external things that kind of mattered. And when I say external, I don't mean like frivolous things like, you know, consumerism or whatever. I mean, you know, my career, all the other roles that I have, like as a mom, as a daughter, as a sister, as a girlfriend, as a best friend. Those were a little bit more external, and now they're more internal. So I think that's probably what you're picking up on.
Also, before we came in and started rolling, one of the things that I connect with her so much is when she was like, I'm taking my daughter to a party, then she must go back to her grandmother. I'm like, yes, queen.
Yes.
I'm also in that
Please,
era.
yeah, because it matters. I owe my daughter my happiness. And so if I'm overwhelmed, you know, and I don't get a break, and she doesn't also just get to see her grandmother. I think a lot of us grew up having had spent time with our grandmothers. Some of us were raised by them.
Yep.
And even when we weren't, we still got time with our grandmothers. And I think kids deserve that grandmotherly love. And so,
how did you, if you have, get past the mom guilt? Because it's something I struggle a lot with, especially when I know I've been so busy and haven't had that time together, but then I need time for myself, and then ship the kid away, and then there's that guilt that you
just... a shame,
how have you dealt with it, if you are?
I mean, it was worse in the beginning. Like in the first year, I couldn't make it to the gym. Because I was like, I'll be gone for 2 hours? Like, what if she wakes up and I'm not here from her nap? And I realized it was a phase I needed to go through to understand that I too need a break from pouring so much. I also kind of need to fill my cup a bit. And it was also ayahuasca. I did ayahuasca, so it really it opened my brain and my soul and my mind. And
so you did a whole ceremony?
Yeah, I went to an ayahuasca
everything, because I want to do it.
Oh, you do?
And
I think you could. I
had
you're ready.
Planned, right?
Okay.
But the reason it didn't happen is because I had found out I was pregnant. So you can't go.
No, you can't.
know.
You can't.
And then
you can't.
Afterwards, especially because it was during COVID and it was a lot of time with self. And I was like, it's time for me to do this thing. Then when I was ready to do it, the guy who was doing it had passed away. And I was too scared to not go through somebody like have you gone with this person?
Oh, I see what you mean, yeah.
Because outside of the public figure part, you don't want to now go somewhere where you don't know what you're being given. Now you're waking up 7 days later in 100%, a container.
And they gave you LSD.
You see what I'm saying? So
yeah.
that's the reason I haven't done. I said I will do it when I find somebody who's done it with a specific person that they can vouch for, and I can be like, oh, sharp.
Yeah, no, get sharp.
Tell me everything. Okay, I need to know everything.
Sharp more than anything. Like, it felt like I had superpowers when I came back, actually. So I did it in 2018.
What led you to wanting to do it? I'll put a link down below to explain
what ayahuasca is.
Yes.
What led me to do it was, I think I've always been just interested in like higher or outer forms of consciousness. And I've been afraid of like taking drugs. So like for all my life, because most of my favorite people have seen their demise because of drugs. You know, Lebo Matosa, Whitney Houston, Amy Winehouse. I could count some of my faves who, you know, met their demise because of that. So I didn't really want to go that route because, to be honest, those are other forms of consciousness. You know, drug use, which is probably why people get addicted to it, because it gives you a different perspective on how to look at life or yourself. And so I did some
escape.
And an escape,
right?
Although this isn't an escape. It's a medicine, and it's a teacher. And ayahuasca is actually personified as a mother. And so, like I said, I've always been interested, and I've always been doing research, and I've like induced my own like lucid dreaming. I'm that girl. Like, I wanna know beyond what I think I know about consciousness and God and vibrations and frequencies and myself. So I did some research. I first started with Saline capensis. That's the biological name, but it's actually a very strong dream tonic that only grows in the Eastern Cape. It's called Ubulau. And I did that. And I had too much.
Did you go on a retreat with
people? No, I took it on my own.
You are so brave.
I am. And Gapapa, yeah. Definitely.
Ma'am, are you brave or crazy? Because
I think both. There has to be a certain amount of insanity for you to go, okay, and just like do it. Let's see what happens.
Did you do it and do it out in the wild?
No, I did it at home in my bedroom. So it's like
how similar is it to ketamine? Because, and I'll tell you why I'm saying this. So I got introduced to ketamine, not the street drug, like through
the medicinal,
correct. And it goes hand in hand with talk therapy. And the way I got introduced to it, I interviewed these two doctors that are doing it in the country. And it's a way that works in conjunction with therapy. So they check you if you're susceptible to psychosis. They do a physical, psycho, everything. And I qualified. And what it helped me with is, you know, when the ego dies.
Yes.
So it brings you to yourself.
Yeah.
It introduced me to myself in ways that I guess I had reached limits with talk therapy, because my job is talking.
Yes.
So once I'm like, I intellectualize feelings, I needed that thing to go.
Yes.
So is it
for you to be a little bit more instinctual about things and see it with a different eye instead of intellectualizing it. I think it is. I was being naughty. Because the only reason why I wanted to lucid dream was because I wanted to tell the people in my dreams, or rather the beings in my dreams, that I know I'm dreaming, so that I could like just to see. So I successfully lucid dreamt the first 2 times.
On your own.
So you gotta fast in my house. So you take it. It's like it looks like tree bark, but like little pieces of it.
Yes.
And you beat it till it becomes a foam inside of like hot water.
Yes.
And you eat the foam.
How long does it take?
About a day. About a day. But you gotta fast. You've gotta fast before. Even like ayahuasca. With ayahuasca, you have to fast for like 7 days. With this, it was like 3 days. So I couldn't like smoke weed or smoke or drink alcohol or take any personality altering drugs like antidepressants or anything, and then you do it. Oh, then no meat as well, because the digestive thing is where it is absorbed. So the red meat kind of makes it redundant. And I successfully did it the first 2 times, and afterwards I just got up to mischief. I was asking the beings in my dreams what the date is. And you're not supposed to do that.
What are beings? Oh my gosh, tell me.
I mean, you would think that it's a different plane, right?
Yes.
The dream world, you would think it's a different plane. So you would think that there are beings that exist in that plane that aren't in this 3D world.
I thought when you were saying beings, you were referring to parts of yourself. Because for me and I guess that's the difference with, and I don't want to use the term drugs, even though it can also apply to drugs.
Yeah.
For me, I guess the connection is the ketamine doesn't take you into your subconscious. It takes you to your unconscious. So all the things you really believe about yourself, they are revealed.
So it's like an ego death.
Literally, it's an ego death.
So that's like psilocybin.
Yes, so
like
now...
shrooms.
Yes, it's mushrooms.
Yeah.
So it's a ceremony where if you are going to go the full mile, mine is like lots and hours with a doctor and an anesthetist administers it. You get up and then you make notes, and it's very small doses.
They microdose it.
Yes. Now the fear with the hero ceremony, I think it's like a hero dose as they call it. Is where now you don't know what you're going to see. So when you refer to beings, I'm like, are they ancestors?
No.
Are they aliens?
You could say that. I mean, they're interdimensional.
So what do they look like?
So that is another dimension. It's people. It's like you're in a dream and you're dreaming your regular dreams.
Yes.
Like your dreams.
Yes.
Like you dream of yourself walking into Woolworths.
Yes.
I don't know.
Doing something random.
Yeah. All the people that you're interacting with in your dream know that you're dreaming. But you shouldn't know. That's why it's called lucid dreaming. Because you know you're dreaming. World. 100%. And I entered it consciously, knowing. Because when you're in your REM cycle, sleeping, and you enter the dream world, you're not here. You're removed from it. So now I've taken myself in there and I got up to mischief. I stopped and then I said, you know what, this is too much. I'm getting up to mischief and I should try this ayahuasca thing that I've been seeing all over the internet. I saw it being administered in Cape Town at some silent camp, but it was like 50,000 rand.
Very expensive, yes.
And I said, how is this gonna work? And lo and behold, I think my daughter was 7 months old, 7 or 8 months old. This was in 2018. I find a Peruvian shaman who's in the country, who's here to do ceremonies in Drakensberg, Cape Town, Durban, and Joburg. And I said, no ways. What are the chances? And I did my research. I spoke to some people that had done a ceremony with these guys before, and she told me, oh my God, my whole life has changed, blah, blah, blah. You should try it. If you feel like you're ready, you should do it. And I went and I did it, and it healed so many parts of me that I didn't even know needed to be healed. And I'm really grateful for it as a medicine, because I'm that girl. I'm more medicinal, more herbal and homeopathic than pharmaceutical. And so I appreciate when I can find a medicine that can, alter my state of being and introduce me to other versions of me and maybe take me into other timelines.
I am so freaking fascinated because I've heard lots of different stories. I mean, I try to do retreats. There's one that's not just the silent retreat, it's also a darkness retreat. So
I've heard of that.
You've heard of it, right? So they put
you sit in the dark,
but you're there for 3 days minimum, and they say Yeah, because you have to be with yourself now, and it's not like you can write or play on your phone.
Yeah.
No one's talking to you. You'll get a knock when food is brought to you.
Sharp.
And some people, your eyes adjust to the dark, and you can sort of move around the cabin or the room, and other people don't. But what somebody said to me that it's done it is that the purpose of it is to bring you to the brink of death. Like you almost feel like you're about to die because you're losing your mind. After sleeping, what else is there to do? You forget what time of the day is. When they bring the meal, you don't know, is it breakfast, is it supper? And then that's where the awakening happens.
True, nirvana.
Oh, so I love this stuff, and I wish my world was in a way that I could disappear, do the 7 months, the body retreat, all of that. So when people talk to me about it and I say, what was it like? It's not even so much about what did you see, what did you whatever.
What was the experience?
It's more so of what parts of yourself did you meet?
Yeah, it was crazy. I don't want to get into it too much. I don't want this whole interview to be about that. But I did meet my sexual being. I did meet my artistic self, who I couldn't get to look at me. I tried everything, but she wouldn't look at me. It was I understood what it meant in that moment. And I also met my sexual prowess, if I should put it like that. She was very big. She was bigger than the buildings, and it almost looked like she was floating. It was a lot. I even met myself in a parallel universe. I freaked out. It was quite an experience. It was beautiful. In the end, I came back with tools and a greater knowledge of self and where we really are.
Can I tell you what the first thing that came to mind for me when you said your artistic self wouldn't look at you?
Yeah.
Because I think, I'm only able to say this, guys, I'm not a therapist, I'm not anything. Yeah. I'm only able to say this because it resonates with I'm going through.
Okay.
So, I met Samkelo, the singer. She is phenomenal. And the music that she was doing. So what I've interpreted from what you said, and I'm getting emotional because it's also your artistic self wouldn't look at you because you have not fully recognized, acknowledged, and valued her in all of who she is. In all of who she is. Because you as an artist is not just an actor, is not just a singer. I don't know if that resonates at all, but...
Are you
I
almost crying?
I am, because I'll tell you why. Like,
no, you don't have to explain. I mean, it is quite a tender thing to get from that. And I think with me, I knew what it meant in that moment, and it wasn't a I don't want to look at you type of thing. It was very playful and very almost catch me if you can. It was almost catch me if you can, and I think I only got like her attention when I would do certain things, like this is after I was a tree for like what felt like 10 years.
The clips from this episode are going to be wild.
They are. Because now people are going to be like, why was she a tree for 10 years? I really was. No, I think that what the communication between us was, and the fact that she wouldn't look at me in that way, and it's crazy because she had a very feminine and masculine almost idea of her, and I'm saying she just because I'm a she, but I can't tell you if it was, but I only knew it was my artistic self because I could feel a certain vibration when she sang, and it looked like wherever she walked, flowers would fall at her feet, and so I interpreted it in a different way, and I always took something very positive away from that experience that was teaching me. And so even if it was teaching me or showing me something very low vibrational about maybe a choice I made or where I am, I still take away something really, really good from it. I mean, I've honored her. I've honored her in ways that people don't know. Like, people will say, where's the music? Where's the music? But they don't know I'm also writing, like, for other people. So I am, and there's only so much I can do in that moment. And I do believe in the events of the universe happening as they should.
And when they should.
So yeah.
With that, I'll tell you I was getting emotional because...
You want me to be singing?
No, not even that I want you to be singing.
Everyone is like, where's the music? Where is it?
It's not even that I want you to be singing, because it's the realization that as little brown girls in this country called South Africa, it is very rare that, and you will know that you're a mother and you've seen a child, when you're nurtured for the creative that you are from the onset, I think you're more free. And the shackles that come with the society we're in, the system, the industry, affect you not as much as if you weren't. So for me, there's so many things I had to hold myself back from doing.
Yes.
Because, and this is no shade to our parents that raised us and did the best that they could, but now that I see versions of myself and my son who's a creative, and I think, what happened to that little creative in me that maybe was told you talk too much or you're too loud, and all those things. So when you said the artistic self was facing the other way,
I see where you were getting it. Yeah,
that's what I thought, is like, there's a little girl in you.
In me. Oh no, I honor her. I met her too.
Who you know?
Oh yeah.
Because art is playfulness, is creating.
Yes, you create like a child,
and that's what I thought of.
Edit like a scientist.
That's what I was thinking about.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking about.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. I totally get your perspective on that. And no, I'm very much in contact and in tune with the little girl in me. She's definitely very proud, and she is proud.
I'm so happy to hear that.
Yeah, and I can wish for people to also have this experience, you know, to be able to have an ego death and meet parts of themselves and experience you know, altered states of being, and, you know, tap into different planes and things. I can wish that for everybody, but it's not everybody who's ready to do it. There was a lady that was there at the ceremony that I was at who was having quite a hard time, and it took her until like the third day to kind of ease up, you know, back to herself. And it's not for everyone right now. It's for you when you're ready. And when you start to ask those questions, I mean, it's not everybody who has existential questions.
They say the medicine calls you.
It does.
It will call you.
It does.
And then you go. And for me, I feel like it's been calling, and the timing has never been right.
That's crazy, because a friend of mine was actually asking me about it. Smash Africa.
Really?
Yeah, he was like, yo, you know, I remember you telling me about your experience. I'm trying to do this, blah, blah, blah. And I said, I'm going to find out where these guys are, because I think after COVID, I never heard of them or seen them again, because they used to send like emails of like,
where the next one is.
100%, yeah. And I was keen to go straight to Peru, like in the jungle. But I did say to him, no, I'll look it up and I'll check it out. And I did see that they have ceremonies now in September.
So can I tell you where I feel like, because I was going to go to Drockies.
Okay.
I feel like my ceremony must be by the ocean. They don't do as many by the ocean, but a lot of my healing comes from being from around bodies of water.
Okay.
So when I saw, and maybe stars and schedules and everything will align.
They wouldn't, yeah. I don't think they'd be there. Yeah, it's, once you experience it, you'll understand why you can't be
by the ocean.
Can be in a coastal city.
Yes, but not close to a big body of water.
No.
So there's something new we're doing on our podcast.
Yes.
You're one of the first few.
Okay.
And what we do is, because I'm obsessed with different cards, they're not tarot,
Okay.
There are healing cards, self-questioning cards and things like that. So I feel like now's the right time before we get into other things. So I'm going to shuffle and you're going to tell me when to stop.
Okay.
And then you're just going to pull 3 cards.
Okay. Stop.
Okay. Pull 3, don't look at them, and then give them to me. 1, cool.
And this one.
Mm-hmm. Okay, are you ready?
I guess.
The first card, which you drew, I'm going to read it in the first person, but it's for you.
Okay.
Am I focused on what I am losing or gaining?
I'm definitely focused on what I'm gaining. I vibrate on that frequency. I vibrate on from gratitude. Even when I pray, I start by thanking God for everything that I have. And then I make my requests known. I see the glass half full, never half empty. So focusing on what I don't have, I don't think I'd even be here, like sitting here where I am. I think things would spiral.
So the back of the card has a soul action for you. The soul action says, today make a list of all the things you will gain from the change you are going through. Feel your heart, take a breath, and deepen into trust. Amazing things are coming.
Thank you.
What does that resonate in you?
I think it's saying do even more gratitude than you already are. Like, actually focus on it. And I like the list because it's almost... you know, because with manifestation, people always work with the theory of...
Write it down and it becomes more.
Yeah, I deal with the theory of assumption. I assume I have it. And I assume it's already on its way. So writing down the things that I would gain would almost be an act of...
manifesting.
100%. So it's not something I'm down to. I'm closed off to.
Okay. How can I infuse more self-love and compassion into my daily life?
I think maybe not being so hard on myself sometimes because of all the roles that I have as a mom, as a girlfriend, as myself. Maybe being a little bit more gentle with myself sometimes and not being so, you couldn't get it done. You know, yeah, I think that's probably what it is.
Don't think I'm ignoring the fact that she said girlfriend twice. We're getting there.
Oh my God.
Why I like this one is because it can be open to so much interpretation.
Okay.
What else could this mean?
What else
could this mean?
What else could this mean? It could mean that I should open that acting academy.
What's stopping you?
Probably myself and overthinking. And money. I need 2 million rands. I need 2 million rands.
Money.
I need 2 million rands. And, you know, if it was like sitting in the corner, I'd have a name already.
Yes. What made you decide that today's the right day to come and sit and have like a conversation and be vulnerable? Yes, it's in the moment, it's you and I, but you know, everybody's body will be body.
Yes, those eyes, viewers, hi, it's your face. I don't know. I think I trust you. And if it was somebody else that I wasn't sure of their interview style, I probably wouldn't, because I don't like to be perceived in a bad way should I find myself in a position where I need to defend maybe my character or digress from a personal question or something, you know. People online can clip that and be like, you see, she's actually rude. You know?
The clip is going to be, I'm a tree.
Yes, I was a tree.
I was a tree.
It felt like 10 years. It felt like 10 years. Also, time is different in that plane, so it felt like 10 years. And it was 10 minutes.
Doesn't the tree represent being stuck?
No. So what happened was, this is when I was seeing, this is when I, what is it called? I was my astral self. Mm-hmm. And then ascending, this is before I met myself in that parallel universe. So in my ascension, I began so almost everything in geometric shapes, but everything was almost connected in a way. Like the tree was connected to the clouds, but I was also connected to the grass and the leaves. So even if I moved, the tree would move, and that would cause the cloud to. So everything was connected, and somehow I got absorbed into something, and I was a tree.
To everybody watching, I'm just going to say one thing.
It's in your mind.
Yes, and also you will never be able to truly articulate any kind of spiritual, out of this world experience.
Yes.
The same way that you might not be able to articulate fully what your love for Jesus is.
Yes.
And or how you feel about your ancestors.
Yes.
So I hope to everybody watching, you can take from it that some things language can never accurately describe what the experience
100%,
is.
yes.
Hence you want other people to experience it.
Yes.
Because you can't explain
I can't. It's like on the last day where they tried to take us to Nirvana, they starved us and tired us. So they had us like sprinting around and like trying to get us tired, and then they also didn't give us food since the day before, so we were tired and hungry, and so they were taking us to this place where we were without desire. You know when you're so hungry that you're not hungry anymore? You know that feeling where you're like, let me just sleep, I'll eat tomorrow. That feeling is closer to God than anything else, because when we are without desire, we are our most godly selves. Desire to eat, desire to sleep, because we were tired. We wanted to sit down. We wanted to nap. And we could smell food.
They stripped you basically of everything, so you're left at the naked of self.
Yes. So that was amazing for me. And that was in like 2018. And I remember when I came back, I swore I wouldn't do it again. I was like, oh my God, what have I, like, wow, you know. Even when I was leaving, I remember packing my car, and because you're supposed to bring a bucket because you're going to throw up like the last 10 years of your life.
Yes.
Or 15. And tissue, because you're also going to.
Yes.
And, I never threw up so much in my life. But they kind of take you, and I was packing that, I was packing the mattress and everything, and I remember going, should I chicken out? Where am I going? And then I realized only like 2 or 3 of my friends knew about it. And then I was like, what if I die? What if I was scared? That's a teen. Like, what are people gonna say?
Sorry,
where was someone going? Guy, like, I agree, babe. Like, where were you going? So I remember having that moment, and then I just prayed about it. I was like, my next step is either back in the house or into this car. And I'm driving out, and I went into the car, and
How many people did you lose after you came back? Because you don't go through something like that without being, because it's almost like you are Neo in the Matrix and you realize what's going on. So how many people did you lose after that?
It was a gradual thing, but I'll say like a handful. But then like I actually physically started like losing friends. Like I first lost a Kumzi, and then it was a Kumzi, and then
there was Jamie.
Jamie came after Ricky.
Oh my gosh.
Then it was Gavin. He was a celebrity stylist.
Oh, what a darling. He had dressed me before.
Yes. And then it was Jamie.
Yo, the goosebumps.
And then it was Lumko.
Oh,
so
my
it was like
God.
5 friends in like the space of like a year and a half. So that was also like a lot for me. And I think luckily it was happening during my sabbatical that I took from acting in 2020. So I think it made dealing with all that loss that was happening at the same time better, I think. I don't know how I would have been able to have to be at work and act like I'm in love with somebody and act like I'm happy in a scene. And I know I'm an actress. I'm able to remove myself from things and I'm able to compartmentalize those sort of things. But it was a lot of loss and it all happened almost at the same time. I didn't know what it meant. I still don't. It comes in waves, the peace that I've made with it. There are times where I am a little bit mad at it. I remember the other day I woke up and I was like, I miss my friends. And my boyfriend was like, you've got friends. You have friends. And I'm like, you know what I mean. And he was like, no, don't focus on that. Focus on the friends you have that love you, that, helped you through this. And I did. I wanted to focus on that. But the memory of my friends, kind of still lives on. It lives on in probably everything I do. Sometimes when I get dressed, I'm like, Gavin would have loved this outfit. Or Gavin would have said, Banyise, babe, tati peke red. Banyise, So, there's a bulge in my throat just talking about this.
Because grief sucks like that.
Grief really
it
sucks.
And it creeps up on you. And it sucks. And I mean, I can understand because we both knew Jamie and the kind of person that he was and how he lives under your skin. He's involved. He was present.
He's very involved.
And he loved hard.
He loved very hard. I remember him driving all the way to Guatemala to help me bury Gavin. And he also came on the memorial. He also came on we did like a heavenly birthday party type of performance thing where some of us performer friends of his were like singing and doing stuff. He came on all those times. He buried my grandmother with me. He buried my uncle. He will, even if you say, Lifuluko Venda, he'll come.
Oh, he will go.
He'll go.
He would go.
So it was crazy that he was like helping me through that. And then, so.
Do you sometimes feel, I don't know if betrayed is the right word, but it's the one I can think of now, betrayed by God?
No, because I still live on the idea that everything is as it should be. As hard as that might be to believe sometimes, especially when you're in the moment, it doesn't feel like it should be like that. But somehow when things progress and you come out of it, you realize why. And, I'm not saying that I'm explaining death or that I'm explaining why God took my friends from me, but I still know that God loves me, so I can't like turn my back on God and be like, you did this, you did that, because I've seen God pull me out of dark holes. So who am I to then kind of say to God, how dare you give me friends and then take them from me?
You at one point, now my life with social media is very interesting because I'm sort of there, but I'm not there. I also am just mindful about what's going on because I also, being a public figure, know that online is like a small portion of your life. I do remember you posting on Instagram something along the lines of, this is my last post. And I remember thinking to myself, I need to message her and just be like, hey, just sending you love
Yeah, and
light.
shame. A lot of people did. I don't want to lie. Yeah.
And at the time, I have to be honest, I didn't know, and I still don't know
What was going on?
Yes, and the reason, because people might be like, Relebogile, you should have researched. I never want to go into conversations knowing too much.
Yes.
So what was happening that you made that decision? And was it a I'm done, as in like you are not posting, or was it a I'm not even I'm deleting these apps from my phone?
So it was a deactivation, temporary, of course. I'll come back. First of all, before I answer what was going on, I just want to give you context of the girl that I am. I'm the same girl who deactivated Twitter and never felt the need to go back. So I'm still the same girl who gives herself permission to leave spaces that do not align with me.
I didn't even know that part, because
I'm not on Twitter. I haven't been on Twitter since I think 2020. I think it's been 5 years. I deactivated and never felt the need to go back because it just doesn't align with me and my daily life and what I see, and it was just getting too much. Just also the information I was getting, I tried to change my algorithm, but at some point I was always seeing missing girls and like just low vibrational stuff and bullying and people like being mean to each other and others cheering each other on for being mean. It was very low vibrational. I left and I never felt the need to go back. So I wanted to be known that me deactivating my Instagram wasn't dramatic or out of character. It was very much in character. I am that girl who will leave. And I will do it gracefully. And the only reason I put it out there was because I have real fans. I have real people who love me, who have supported me for 15 years, who have stuck by me, who watch every show that I'm on, who deserve to hear why they won't find me should they go look for my page. And I wasn't doing it to like get attention or anything. I have enough attention. I have enough attention. So I think I acted too hard.
What do you mean acted too hard? On TV?
Yes.
Oh, as in you were playing a character.
And then I did it too well.
Okay.
So much so that so the way that the show ended was a very Shakespearean tragedy type of ending. And that's a reflection of life. Not everything ends with the couple walking into the distance to go live happily ever after.
This ain't no Disney.
Exactly. This ain't no Disney. Thank you.
This ain't no Disney.
Yeah, clock that. This ain't no Disney. And, you know, the show ended in a Shakespearean tragedy, which
show was this?
This is Adulting.
Oh, Adulting.
Yes,
okay, cool.
Yes. So it ends with a murder.
Yes.
And my character is the one that kills the other character. So I think people got so invested that they felt it so hard that at some point they kind of couldn't separate me from the character. And I know today I have her hair. It's because I was shooting Minki content, and you'll see it soon. But it's the only reason I have this hair. I don't wear this hair just generally. I have my hair usually long.
Yeah. Do you
and
see
so people
why
will
I'm
look at
smiling?
me and they'll go, Mara, get it, Minki, you see. And it's not, it's me.
The reason I'm smiling, because doesn't that mean you're amazing? Because it was during Linear where people would get invested.
Yeah.
During Rhythm City days when we were there together, where people would be so invested in stories that you'd have Gogo saying, forgive our fans, man. So for me, in this day and age,
it makes no sense.
Streaming, no, it must mean you are really good.
Yes, it can mean that. It can, because I don't want to say I always play murderers or anything, but I have played a villain before. This character is not a villain specifically, the one on Adulting. She's more of an anti-hero. But the girl that I played on Rhythm City was a villain of all villains. Yeah. I killed David Gennaro.
You killed him.
Exactly. And nobody was like, when I catch you in the street, you know what I mean? So I think people were really, really invested in the story, and they really felt with us. As the storytellers, they felt with us.
Yes.
And so it felt so real. So much so that people kind of couldn't hold their tongues, they couldn't hold themselves, and the way that they were speaking to me online. So it started to feel like,
so at some
surely you know it's me. Yeah, so maybe for instance there'll be a post on Showmax page,
yes,
for instance, and it'll just be a post, and people will be like, oh no, at Samkelo, when I catch you in the street, then it's like, yeah, I know you're joking, but you can't all be saying this. Like, it's fine.
Was
like,
it with an emoji or a lol or just
no,
when I
like
catch
for
you?
real. And they'll be like, oh no, we don't forgive you. Or I think some other girl said at some point, we don't even want to see you on another show. And I said, okay, hold on now. You've got to hold on. Because what do you mean? That's food out of my mouth. So I felt the need to give people space to grieve a fictional character on TV.
This is so wild.
It is. But you know what? I don't hold it with pride. I hold it with a lot of care. And I am obsessed with human beings and human behavior. So even though I've deactivated my page, I'm online on my Finsta and I'm nameless. And I haven't really existed online without being who I am. So I'm kind of having fun.
Isn't anonymity the best?
It's the best. And now I understand why people feel like they can just say stuff to people that they don't know and not care how it's going to make them feel, because they feel like it's fine. I'm Tato 148. Nobody's going to care. Like, nobody's going to know. So, like I said, I don't hold it with pride. I don't hold it with anger. I don't hold it with regret. I hold it with a lot of care. And I know that I'm still your favorite. So it's okay. It's okay. I'll be on another show and you'll still love me. You'll love me again.
I'm shocked because I didn't know it was that deep. I didn't know because you kind of are being bullied, but your character's being bullied, but it's you.
And it's crazy because they kind of were the ones who put the character on a pedestal to say, wow, we love Minki so much, we love her so much. And I think it was story purpose. It was purposeful in the story to say, let's build this character up to be this...
Yes.
Like... person that people love and relate to, and then make her the one to break our hearts, because that's how heartbreak works.
It's so Shonda Rhimes-y.
It is.
So Games of Thrones-y.
I see.
Like,
I see what Patu did.
Yes.
Yeah. So
when I find you, Patu.
Yes. So I said to some guy, I think I was at Woolies, and he's like, oh
my God.
And I was like, I can give you Zabale Roto's number. He was the head writer. I can give you his number.
The person said that to you seriously?
Yeah, and I was like, I can give you his number, and then you can ask him why he wrote that Minki kills Tiki, because your question, it doesn't land with me because I just do what the script says.
So I was interviewing Themba Bavuma.
Okay.
I know we get hate for a lot of things we do. Things we say publicly.
Okay.
Things our characters do.
Yes.
Can you imagine being the captain of a national team and you almost win a cup and you keep not winning, and then they confront you at the Woolies? So my consolation is because it's that you let the country down.
Yes, and it's like, but then the actor, wow, there's Donny. Like, what should I do? Like, I'm sorry, I acted so hard. I'm sorry.
Would you ever go back? Because you're such a visual person. The same way.
Would I ever go back to
Insta and reactivating?
Oh no, going back. Like I'm not like scared and like I feel bullied in a corner.
Yes.
No, it's because of my obsession with human beings that I understand what they need from me in that moment, and it's space.
Okay.
So, because here I am posting a selfie, blah, blah, blah. In the comments, it says, we haven't forgotten.
Oh, what, guys?
You see. So I need to give people that space.
To forget.
to also just, like, let it land. Ukbana, no ngumntu lona. Ayo character. You get me? So I think giving people space. I don't know if it's like a societal regression. I can't tell you what it is, but as a person who's obsessed with human beings, I am in the middle of this. I'm studying this moment for myself and for future reference, and I will always take an opportunity to hyper focus on a certain human behavior to figure out why, and I think that's part of what makes me so good at what I do.
What has motherhood taught you?
Wow, what has it taught me? More patience.
Because a toddler will try you.
I'm telling
they will try.
Especially the terrible twos. Definitely more patience. It taught me about renewed grace that God has aside for me. I was sitting with Nomuzi outside there just waiting because she's going to shoot with you. And she said, "Nipatala kanjani school fees?"
Girl.
And, I looked at her and my only answer was renewed grace. It's God's renewed grace. Yes, you have grace on your own, but girl, you've been here. Like, you sinned and all of that. Yes, Jesus forgave you on Easter. But having a child, a new being that is under your protection and you are providing for them, God gives you like a renewed grace. Somehow it's just there. Your school fees. And
I love how you describe that renewed grace. I need to think about, I need to like meditate on that. Because it's not the fact that God gives you grace once. He's regularly.
Yes, it's renewed, and it's because of that person. It's because of that little person that you carry to term and have them here and they're healthy and you love them. And the more you love them, the more you pour into them and the more God gives you that grace.
Would you like more children?
Yes. I think like 2 more.
Why do I feel like you're going to have only girls? There's a part of me that feels like this woman
Don't say that. I want a boy.
Only have girls, and I want a girl.
I want a boy. Why would you not?
I don't know. You look like a girl mom.
I'm also a boy mom because a huge part of my childhood I spent as a tomboy climbing on roofs, hitting birds with catties.
I would love to have a daughter.
So a certain part of me is a bit boyish. Not to say I need to be boyish to raise a boy, but I think I would easily adjust to being a soccer mom or
a karate mom,
yes,
which you can still do with your daughter.
I can, yeah. But she's into more like artsy and sciencey stuff. Like she does the science club and guitar and like ballet. She's over ballet now.
Oh, it happens.
It happens. Yeah, it happens. I also got over ballet at some point, and I used to, because we had karate upstairs and ballet downstairs, and then we would have like a break in the middle of our session, and then I wouldn't come back.
How?
I'd go to karate, and then this instructor said to my mom, "Hey, like, your kid's here. I think you have to either take her out of that side and pay for this, but she's in my class." In a ballet tutu.
Doing knee shots.
Exactly. So I get her and I understand totally.
In terms of my man, the smile says what?
I'm happy and taken care of. By an amazing man, yes.
I'm happy to hear that.
Thank you.
How do you protect your relationship?
By not talking about it and not
there we go.
Not talking about it and just not having my business out there.
Yes.
Just too many eyes. And yeah.
I miss the years. So around the time we met, which is pre-Rhythm City, we were in Melville. And the person you were dating back then, I mean, we were so free, guys. You have no idea how free we were back then.
Yeah.
Because there were no fancy phones. We were BBMing each other.
Yeah, nobody could just get a picture of you.
And not just...
You had to rely on Shwashwi.
Oh, yes. You had to rely on Shwashwi. But not just that. I almost feel like we were able to step outside and just have a lot more freedom than what we do now.
Absolutely.
Do you find that you now are more of a homebody because of how things have changed? Because I realize if I'm not working, I'm generally home, and it's not even often that I eat out. I try to make home the place where everything happens.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I'm becoming more introverted or what it is.
I think it's an age thing.
I
think as we get a little bit older, we don't find the need to be perceived. Because going out means being perceived.
So I'll tell you why I say it wasn't so much about that. For me, I feel like there was a time when we would be dancing till 5 a.m. Our makeup was off, like we were sweating so much.
Yes.
So it wasn't even about how people perceived us. We were genuinely having a good time. Like we were genuinely having fun. And I don't know
maybe
if you
I'm being
experienced
too
it
deep.
the same way. But I feel like there was a time where we would be in Melville at 6. That's why Jamie was always there.
Yes.
Just having a good time.
Yeah.
It wasn't about being seen. It wasn't about anything except meeting all these creatives in these different places.
Yes, I think also those spaces don't exist anymore as much. So a lot of the places that we have access to go to are places where we are put on display.
Yes.
Because we're put in this VIP section that's like higher than everybody, and it really says, look at me.
And it has to be Instagrammable.
100%, and the pictures and the videos. And so that's what I mean when I say to be perceived, because to be identified is to be perceived.
Yes.
So when I say, I think when we grow older, we lose the urge to want to be seen at guy, or want to be seen at guy. And it becomes a more internal thing.
Distributed. There are fewer fucks available to distribute.
Yes, I think it might also be an age thing, and it also just might be just a consciousness thing. Like I think sometimes people haven't really settled into themselves yet, and they're kind of just all over the place. And sometimes when people have, you can see it in the way that they lead their lives. Like I'm not saying that I'm completely a homebody. Like I love also being out with my friends. Sometimes I like, daytime places. I like markets. I also like late night adult things, but it's not like, for me, it's everything in moderation. No, I don't have to be there from Thursday and then somewhere else on Friday and then somewhere else on Saturday. I think I was doing that at like 25, which was perfect.
For us at the time.
Yes, it was perfect. But right now, everything in moderation.
What's next for Samkelo?
My masterclass, which people have been asking for this. And the reason they've been asking is because I took a break from coaching, because I don't know if you know, but I do coach. Yes. I do private acting lessons for people. And so now I've decided to, make it bigger and have, a whole day dedicated to teaching what I think you need and the tools that you need to get ahead in the industry and to also sustain a character, or rather a career. It's the whole day has like 5 modules, and I just hope that people don't get tired. But it's a lot and it's needed, and that's what's next for me, besides whenever you'll see me on screen again, because I've been gagged. I can't.
You've been gagged?
We're all like an NDA. That's what I mean.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I wanted to triple check.
No.
Yes, as in like she can't talk about the thing.
I can't talk about the thing. I can't say, oh, there's a show like this. So for now, I'm very much excited about my masterclass coming up, and for tickets to go on sale, and for people, aspiring actors, to finally have that chance, because it will be interactive, and we'll have at the end of the 5 modules, we'll have like a Q&A session where people can ask what they want to ask. And I would hope that I would have covered everything and they won't need to ask any questions. But I'm excited about that, and I'm excited about possibly taking it to other provinces.
Thank you so much for coming. Thank you for
having me.
Being open, sharing. I feel like this conversation could have gone on for 12 hours.
It could have.
Because
so comfortable.
But so also you just have so many fascinating things to share. But I'm so happy you're at the place that you are. That you've also just spoken your truth. And I hope that we as a collective public land the part that we say and cut. And then it's Samkelo.
Oh, I love you. I'm still your favorite. I love you, and I understand what you're going through. I understand what you're going through, but it's like
yes. Let's give it a chance, man.
Yeah.
And then I hope all of the versions of you continue to heal and grow in ways that you meet yourself where you want to be meeting yourself.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Oh, what did I tell you guys? Fabulous people on my show, the Relebogile Mabotja podcast. Thank you for tuning in. Put your questions down below for Samkelo. Maybe she will answer one or two. We shall see. Let us know who else you want to see on the show. Subscribe, share, hit the notification bell. Until next time.